If I learned one trick a year, I would be over the moon because in 10 years' time, I'd have 10 new tricks. And it's like, I don't know if that's how it feels with your sport or everyone's sports, but the better you get at something, the slower your rate of learning new things naturally becomes. I've learned almost everything I feel that I can learn in that area.
That's a really good point. Like I was speaking to some young guys that I was working with, and I was talking. They're so keen when they're young, and like I was, like I'm sure you were. When you're young, you're so keen to just be at the end of your journey. You're just like, right, I just want to be. I want that. I want. Let's say I've got 10 skills to learn to make me a professional.
Hmm.
I want that 10 skills next week. Like I want that,
Yeah.
but actually realizing that, and I was describing to him saying like, if you take one of those skills and dedicate just 6 months to that one skill, you've got it now in your basket. Like you can put it in your back pocket, you're done.
Hmm.
Then you go next 6 months, right? Pick another skill, then work on that one. And then you've done so much work on just that one skill. And then, like you said, over I'm now talking like 5 years rather than 10, just then you've accumulated a huge amount of skills that you can show someone. And then by the time you've hit like a physical peak, you're hitting where all the different elements that add up into making what you would call a rounded athlete or rounded sportsman,
Hmm.
you've got all of that ready, plus your skill work that you've practiced and you've put in the work, and you're away. But it's trusting that you've got the time. It's trusting that, and and you're willing to put in that time that it eventually
I
gets you.
agree with that.
Yeah,
I really agree with that, and that's a nice bit of coaching I've learned from you there actually, because I'm often trying to get quite a few things in my coaching sessions, but that's quite a nice tip for coaching that actually focusing on one part, especially if you're able to split that part out into different
yeah,
things, that's a very key thing. But just going back to the wanting to learn things, there's I definitely remember wanting to learn 10 things in a week rather than in
yeah,
that time. And I think the other element is, especially when you're a younger person, is that it's an addictive feeling as a human to learn. There's nothing better. The best feeling of my life is when I learned two new tricks this year. So I doubled what I would do in a year usually, and they were the best days of my life. That or weeks that went on for ages. That feeling that I was able to put myself in a place of something I was genuinely was a bit scared of learning and learned it, and that kept me going for the rest of the day. It didn't matter what had happened. So when you got that feeling kind of on tap when you're a young sportsman and you recognise that you're picking things up quickly, I could learn 10 tricks in a day kiteboarding when I first started, and that's just it's addictive. You want it, so it's
yeah.
I suppose it's hard to slow down and just think, right, let's perfect this one.